What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. So, today is not starting off great. So, you guys saw that we opened up a couple packages from GameStop the other day, and I got a delivery notification this morning for a third box, and I was like, that's kind of weird. Unless they could fit it in our mailbox at the store, I didn't get it because we have a mailbox for the store, but it's kind of small. If it's like one game in a bubble mailer, it could fit in there. But if it's a box, it's not going to fit. So I clicked on it, and I was thinking maybe they left it like with the dry cleaner next door or something like that. And it said that it was delivered in Kelso, which is the city that Abby and I lived in 4 years ago. So I have to drive to Kelso now. I have to go to my old house, which who knows who lives there now, and I have to try to get that package. If it was like one game or something, I would let it go, but this is almost $130 worth of stuff, and I don't really want to just let that go. So it is addressed to me. It's addressed to Cooper on the package, but it's our old address. So what I'm hoping is that I will drive up there. It's going to take me an hour and a half round trip, but I'm going to drive up there. Hopefully, I'll just be able to knock on the door, be like, hey, I think that I accidentally had a package delivered here. I used to live here a few years ago, and hopefully they'll give it to me. My ID obviously will match the name on the package, and who knows what'll happen. I do not like this situation. I don't want to have to do this. Unfortunately, we can't get in contact with like our old landlord and try to go that route. They were not good landlords. We actually broke the lease to move out of there, and they tried to pull all sorts of stupid crap. So there's no way I'm talking to them. So yeah, very, very stupid. I double checked all of my orders from GameStop, and that was the only one that is not being delivered to the store, which doesn't make any sense. Clearly that address was still saved on my, in my GameStop account, but why would it default to an address I have not used in 3 years for one random package when I've made like 7 orders recently, and 6 of them are all being delivered to the store. Why is one of them going to a different city? Doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to make the drive up there. There is a game store up there that I'm going to try to check out. I'm not sure if they're open. It's called Epic Entertainment Exchange. Katrina is the owner of that place. Very nice lady. Known her for a while now. Been to her store many times. She's been to our store. We see her at all the conventions. Super cool lady. We've done lots of business with her. And I'm hoping that they are open so that I can stop in there as well and make the trip a little bit more worth it. But I guess it's time to get going. What time is it? It's like... Where's a clock in here? I don't even think we have a clock. Yeah, the stove says 5:37. That's not right. Okay, so I don't know what time it is, but it's time for me to go. So after I get back, I am probably going to head to the store, try to get the rest of the stuff done. I may be going to the store tomorrow as well. I don't necessarily want to, but I want to make sure that I can get everything done so that we can relaunch the website ASAP. So that's the plan. Let's drive 45 minutes north and go to Kelso. My name's Cooper. I used to live in this house, and I had a delivery notification that I got a package delivered here today. Do you have that?
Who?
It's for Cooper.
Wow.
Hi.
Hello.
I got a package that said it was delivered here today. I used to live in this house. I think whoever answered the door was checking for me. From GameStop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sorry, we cannot open because we saw the
Yeah.
Elizabeth Street, but yeah. Only this thing is still inside.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Sorry about that. We don't
It's all good. I used to live here like 4 years ago, and
Oh.
my address was still on my GameStop account for some reason.
Oh.
So it got shipped here. I live down in Vancouver now. I had to drive all the way up here.
Okay.
Thank you so much, though. You guys have a good day. All right, guys. So I got the package. I recorded and put my phone in my pocket. I don't know if or what you could hear of that, but that was scary. The guy answered the door with a knife in his hand, and he had like some crazy looking hair, and there's a bunch of people there. It looks like I got the package. They opened it. She apologized for opening it, but that's fine. Everything's in there, it looks like. I mean, I didn't check the games for authenticity, but there are 6 N64 games in there, so that's what should have been in there. Hopefully they're actually real, and I didn't drive up here for GameStop to send me a bunch of bootlegs. But yeah, that was kind of scary. The guy answered the door with a knife. He didn't have anything else in his hand, so like it was a little sketchy. And then I told him, hopefully you guys could hear, and then he walked away. And then a little girl came to the door, and I said hi to her, but she didn't say anything. And then like another lady came up to the door, like an older lady, and I explained the same thing to her. And then the other guy came back with the package. And then as I left, I got in my car, and the guy came outside and said bye to me again, and he still had the knife, but he was like cutting an apple and eating it. So yeah, that was a little scary, but I'm glad I got my stuff. So I'm gonna drive over to Epic Entertainment Exchange and see if they're open, and if not, I'll go across the street and we'll check out the Goodwill. Unfortunately, they are not open just yet. Dang. I was gonna buy some stuff. Well, that kind of sucks, but we can go across the street over there to Goodwill. So I used to live in this town, and this Goodwill has always sucked. There's a pawn shop right next door that it also sucks when you go into a pawn shop and they're selling a Super Nintendo for like $30 more than I would sell it for at my video game store. So I got one thing. I did go into the pawn shop. That's how it was. I didn't get anything. I found one thing at Goodwill, and the only reason I got it is because they made a mistake. So I got Astrobot PlayStation 4 game, and it was $3.99, and goes for about $15, so it's not like it's crazy expensive or anything. But I went to buy it, and the cashier was confused that there were any video games out for sale. They have a little tag or a little sign by all the books and the CDs and everything that has the prices for everything listed, and it says video games $3.99. So I saw it there. I figured, cool, I'll get this, whatever. And when I get up there, the guy has to call over someone else, like a manager or whatever, and she's like, oh yeah, these games aren't even supposed to be out for sale. They're supposed to be pulled and sold online. And there were 2 other games on the shelf as well that were not PC games. There was a Sims busting out for PS2, which is like a $10 game, but I didn't want to spend $4 on it. And then there was a Resident Evil VR, but when I opened the case, it had like the PlayStation VR demo disc inside, so it wasn't the actual Resident Evil game. I got kind of excited at first. And so, the manager is trying to basically say that somebody put out the games on accident. They were supposed to be sent to be sold online. And so she has the employee try to pull the game up on Target's website, and she's like, we have to sell it for half of whatever Target says. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And so I just kind of wait there, and I'm like, after like a couple minutes, I'm like, if it's going to be any more than the $3.99, which is what your sign says, I'm probably just going to pass on it. And eventually the guy looks it up. He's like, I can't find it on Target's website. They don't have it at all. And the manager lady's like, okay, just sell it for the $3.99. You could tell that she was like frustrated and like mad about it, but I mean, is it really a big deal? I told her there was one more on the shelf, but it wasn't the right game. So whatever. This is one of the reasons why I don't come here. I'm glad that I got the game. It was a good price. It's not like a crazy score, but it's still cool. But even just having to stand at the register for like 6 or 7 minutes while they try to figure out if they can sell this game, and if so, for how much, it just seems so dumb. Just put it out. The sign says $4. That's what it should be.
Hey everyone, just a small update on my surgery. I was discharged from the hospital this morning at around 9:30. I feel amazing, much better than I have been the last month, pretty much. I know that I had mentioned previously that there's a possibility that my pancreas, my liver, were like in not so good shape due to having pancreatitis for so long, but everything looks great. The doctor confirmed everything looked great. There is no swelling on any of my organs in that area whatsoever. Even my gallbladder looked really healthy. It wasn't swollen. I didn't have any stones. I had little tiny baby stones in there, but that was it. And I actually get to keep my gallbladder. I'm just gonna have to figure out like how to store it properly. They gave it to me in like a little urine sample cup with, I believe, is alcohol, but I'm not entirely sure. I just know that there's a better way to store it. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's really cool. If anybody wants to see it, you can DM me on Instagram and I will send you pictures. Kind of looks like a little lizard. It's weird, but it's cool. Even though I'm feeling way better, I still am gonna take some time off from the store and the vlogs and everything, so I likely won't be in the vlogs too much. I do still need to take it easy. I am on like liquid diet / like soft foods, so I think I had some eggs this morning. I had some fruit as well, but I'm just taking it easy and relaxing. Thank you everyone to all the kind messages and everything. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Bye.
So I've been at the store now for a few hours at least. I can't remember exactly what time I got here, but I've been working on stuff. I am almost done with everything out of the glass cases. I just imported all the Master System and all of these Sega Genesis, and I fixed the thing. Tags are printed. All I have to do is put the tags on. They can be put away, and, well, at that point, this glass case will be done, this glass case will be done, and this shelf of this glass case will be done. So all that I have to do left is all of the factory sealed stuff, which is the top 2 shelves in there. I also have to do the back stock of all the factory sealed stuff, and then the back stock of a few more things. The back stock N64 is done. The PlayStation 1 back stock will need to be done. Back stock PlayStation 2, GameCube, Wii U, and Wii will have to be done as well. The NES and Super Nintendo up top, that stuff is done also. So, I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to finish everything tonight. I actually highly doubt that I will. But, if I don't, I'm probably just going to come in tomorrow so that I can get everything finished. Abby is still just like resting and recovering and stuff, so it's not like we're missing out on being able to go and do something else, because she can't really do, she's not really supposed to do anything anyway. So she doesn't have any problem with me coming in and getting this stuff done. She wants the website to be back up just as much as I do. So that's kind of where we are. But we have a surprise. I actually forgot that this was happening today. A buddy that I used to buy a lot of stuff from at the end of every Vancouver toy show, he contacted me and he's like, hey, I'm getting rid of the rest of my video game stuff. He was mainly a toy collector, and he ended up selling his entire toy collection, which he offered it to me first, but it was like an entire bedroom of action figures and all sorts of stuff. And then like an extra 10 big plastic totes just filled with stuff. And I really wanted to try to make something happen with that and try to get it, but it would take me months to go through everything. It was just not realistic, unfortunately. But, so he ended up selling his toy collection, but he kept some vintage G.I. Joe stuff, which I also have here, which we're going to go through in just a minute. And then the rest of the video game stuff is just basically 2 boxes that he had put to the side and was just holding on to for a rainy day, is what he said. So he came in today, he just left, and I paid him some cash, and him and his wife are going to go and do some Christmas shopping right now. So the G.I. Joe stuff I have not paid for yet. There's a lot of stuff, so there's no way I can visually just go through it and make him a fair offer. I'm going to have to look everything up. I don't know toys like I do video games. But we're going to take a look at everything here. Luckily, with the G.I. Joe stuff, he has everything bagged. So, like, the figure is in a bag with all of its weapons or accessories. Some of them have the little cutout card things. And he also has a list of everything with eBay price, like eBay sold prices for them. So he's going to send me that as well, which I can use as kind of like a reference. If I look up like 10 figures and his prices are accurate to what I would price them at, then I do not have to spend the whole time looking up every single figure, because he's already done that. If I can trust his prices that they're going to be pretty much the same as mine, then I can just make a percentage offer based off of his prices. The video game stuff, though, it's already done. It's already ours. There's a lot of stuff in here for my collection, but there's also some really cool stuff for the store. So let's take a look at it. All right, guys, let's take a look. First, we have Nintendo Power, issue number 1. It's pretty worn, missing the back cover, but it is there. There's also a photocopied player's guide, which is definitely old, but it's not like official or anything. And then we have like some manuals and stuff. And then we have a console and a bunch of controllers and cables. So I'm actually going to start by showing you the complete in box games, because I think the 2 main highlights of the bundle are loose games, but there's a lot of good stuff in here as well. So I have not gone through them yet. I do not know which ones I'm going to be keeping. I do not know which ones are condition upgrades. I'll figure that out later. So we have an NES Max controller in the box. The box is kind of crushed, but still very, very cool. We also have The Legend of Zelda. Look how clean that is. Probably a condition upgrade for my copy. We also, I'm pretty sure I don't have this one at all, that is Arkista's Ring. Once again, in pretty good shape. It's got that weird like crease at the bottom there, but other than that, it's pretty nice. Then we have Alien Syndrome. We have Yo Noid. And Low G, man, this one's also in really, really nice condition. I'm sure you can kind of see that on camera. We have TNC Surf Designs, also in pretty nice condition. We have Tetris, also very, very nice. A lot of them are. We have Cycross, and I don't know what's up with that. Looks like it's kind of taped on there, but very good condition as well. We have Othello in pretty nice shape. They're pretty much all in good condition, so I'm going to stop saying that. We have Rad Racer. Not sure if it has the glasses in there. They all but one of them have cartridges, but I have not opened them all up yet. I assume they're just as nice on the inside. We have Kung Fu Heroes with part of the plastic still on the box. That's pretty cool. And an old LA Video previously viewed tag kind of stuffed down in there. We have Power Punch 2. I definitely do not have this one in my collection. The Black Bass. Captain Skyhawk. Wizardry, Knight of Diamonds. Super Mario Bros. 2. This box is so hard to find in good condition. I think this is actually going to be a condition upgrade for mine, but man, when we first opened, we had like probably 10 copies of this come through. Every single one, the box was crushed and destroyed. We have City Connection. Mad Max. This is one of the boxes that's in more average condition, I would say. The Adventures of Bayou Billy. This one's got like some tape and some stickers, but overall the structure of the box is pretty good. This is one I definitely do not have. Rollerblade Racer. I don't even think I've ever seen this game before. Crazy like hot pink, super 80s looking box art. Definitely adding that one to the collection. This is the only one that does not have a cartridge. This is Tecmo World Wrestling. I don't think it has a manual either. I think this is just the box only, and this is the worst condition one as well. Last two. This one I also do not have in my collection. That is Kabuki Quantum Fighter. The box doesn't want to really stay closed, but it is in really, really nice condition. So that's an awesome addition to my collection. And lastly, this may be a condition upgrade, but I do already have this game, so this is for the store. It is a complete copy of Contra. Yeah, this is pretty clean. It's got like a slight crease. This may be a condition upgrade, though, for my copy. So either way, there's going to be one for the store. So, coming over here, we have the cartridges. Looks like some have manuals. We have Defender 2 with the manual. Mario Bros. Duck Hunt with the manual. Mario Bros. Duck Hunt without the manual. G.I. Joe, the Atlantis Factor. So this one here, I'm actually going to be trading to Sam for one GameCube game that I need that he happens to have. We're just going to do a straight across trade. Then we have Rambo, Blades of Steel, Dr. Mario, Tetris, another Dr. Mario, Turtles 2, Bigfoot, Double Dragon, Pinbot, RC Pro-Am, Kung Fu. This one was inside of the NES. And then the last two games, we have Tengen Tetris, which is not an easy to find game. Not super expensive, but last time I looked, it was like $80 or whatever. And then lastly, we have Mighty Final Fight. This is the second copy of this game that we have gotten in now over the past 2 weeks. And so we got the box and manual traded in first, then we got a cartridge which completed my copy, and now we have another cartridge, which that is so crazy. As you can see, the edges of the label is kind of peeling up a bit, and there's like a weird little bump right there, but it's in pretty good shape overall. So that is awesome. So I'm going to quickly go through the G.I. Joe stuff. I know that some of you guys are probably really, really interested in seeing it, but I don't know much about it. So I'm not going to be the best person to show it to you, but let's go through it anyway. So we have a little collector display case thing. Very, very dirty. We have a bag, which he said this was all newer stuff, early 2000s G.I. Joe figures. They're all bagged, but none of this stuff, he has not looked any of it up. So most of the bags have the writing of what they are on them. None of these ones do. So there's just all sorts of stuff. What is that, like a cat or a wolf in there? So like I said, he hasn't looked any of this stuff up. It's bagged, but with the weapons, but they don't have names on them. So those are going to be really difficult for me to look up. I'm probably just going to have my friend David go through it and tell me if there's anything special. This one he said was also just kind of random stuff. So we have that one. There's a bag here just full. This one's not marked. It's obviously multiple things. So there's this one. And I'm not going to go through every single one. It's going to take too long. Well, whatever that is falling apart. There's that, some other stuff. There's one with the card. And then I think he said that this bag had a lot of the really good stuff in it. So this stuff, assuming that I make the deal with him, which I don't know why I wouldn't. We've always been able to agree on prices. This stuff will be going on our website. So it's going to take some time for me to, he's got all those weapons and stuff. It'll definitely take some time for me to get everything entered. It's not like a video game. I can't just scan these. I'm going to have to manually type in everything. But, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Some of them have the cards and everything. And then there's a bunch of these Fun School ones, which I think he said they were kind of newer. Yeah, 2002. But they still have some decent value, at least according to him. I have not looked them up, of course. But we have that one. That one. I glanced at the list that he sent me with all the prices, and all of these ones were between like 40 and 80 bucks a piece. So it's kind of cool. So there's all those. And then there's like some random stuff in here. That little thing, this just rolled, and I thought it was like a spider or something. So there's some other random stuff. That's an empty box. This might have been the one that he said had all the good stuff. I'm not sure. Cobra Commander. So I'm sorry if like you see something in the background that's like the best one and I'm not showing it. I know that these two that he pulled out are pretty good. We have Storm Shadow, which it's got the weapons and everything, and he said a lot of times these ones get very yellowed, and this one is still pretty white. So I think that's a good one. And then also Cobra Commander from 83 here with the card. And then there's also this box. Once again, everything is marked, so that'll make it very easy for me to look them up and price them and all that. What is that, a giant rat thing? I don't even know what that is. So a lot of these ones in here seem to have their cards. And when I was looking through his list, a lot of them, he had them priced at like $5. So I know that they're not all, expensive. But overall, when you add it all up, it definitely is. And then in here, I'm just going to pull this out over here. We have all sorts of extra parts and pieces, weapons, helmets, and I know that like a box like this of parts and pieces can be pretty expensive. Some of the weapons and stuff can be really hard to find. I know that I sold like a little backpack, not this exact one, but something similar to this, for like $40 on eBay just for one single one. So you never know. There could be something expensive or rare in here. My friend David will be able to tell me. And then in this box are a ton of the cards. There's just a whole bunch of them there. So from what I understand, none of these weapons go to any of the figures that are here. These are all extras. And none of these cards go to any of them either. Now, if he's incorrect, then when I have David go through, he will be able to pair stuff up. The guy that I bought this stuff from, he said he's not the biggest G.I. Joe guy. He doesn't know a ton. All he does is buy and sell. He never watched the show. He didn't grow up with it. So he knows more than I do, but probably not as much as my friend David. So I'm going to have David look through all this stuff and help me out. And then after I make the deal, then give you guys some more information once it goes up on the website. All right, guys. It's about that time once again. It's like 9:46 p.m. I need to get home, feed the dogs, let them out, and all that. but I want to give you one last update of where I'm at. I am not done. My hair is all crazy. I'm getting very, very close to being done. So what I did today is I finished all the glass case stuff, and it's all been put away. I also finished all of the backstock stuff from the glass case. So that would be the PS1, the PS2, GameCube, Wii U, Wii, and original Xbox backstock from the glass case stuff. So all I have left to do at this point is the factory sealed stuff. And like I've mentioned before, that's not going to take that long. The most time consuming part will be scanning everything in, because I have to physically scan every single game. But without trying to make this explanation too complicated, when I did the backstock PS1, I'm not marking everything as the same condition. So I have some stuff that has no manual, so that gets marked as having no manual. But then I have some stuff that is complete, but the case artwork is water damaged, so that gets marked as worn, but it still says complete. Then I have some stuff that has no manual and it's water damaged, so it has to be marked as no manual and poor condition. So there's all these different combinations of condition and grade is what the system has them in. Condition would be complete, no manual, disc only, whatever. Grade is excellent, good, fair, poor, whatever. So there's combinations of condition and grade that I have to do for each game for most of the stuff. When it comes to the factory sealed stuff, all I have to do is mark them as new instead of pre-owned. There might be a few things here and there where I have to mark them as, worn condition or something. Some of the games do have, like some, like this Shantae for the PS4, the corner up here is kind of crunchy. Or for the Vita, I mean. That corner is a little bit, dented in. So I definitely want to try to reflect that in the grade of the item. So everything is going to say good, and there's going to be disclaimers at the top of every category that says, especially for the sealed stuff, there's no guarantee that it's going to be in mint condition. All that's guaranteed is that it is legitimately factory sealed and in good shape. If anything has excessive damage, then it will be marked accordingly. And you'll be able to see all this once we go live. I know that I've been talking about it a lot, and I understand that it's not, for me talking about it, I've been messing with it so long now that it makes a lot of sense and it's very easy to follow, but I can definitely understand some of you guys that are still maybe a little bit confused on how it's going to look or how it's going to work. But I promise you, once you see it, you'll understand right away, and you will get why it's so much better and easier for everyone involved. So we're getting really close, guys. So I'm going to be coming in tomorrow to get this stuff finished. My goal in tomorrow is going to be to obviously do all the factory sealed stuff. That'll be the first thing that I do. The only thing I haven't done is put the PS1 games back in the back stock. They're already stickered and done. So tomorrow, I'm going to come in, I'm going to get all of the factory sealed stuff scanned in, get them exported, fix the spreadsheet, import them back in, re-sticker them, put them away. Then at that point, I have the big collection and stuff that I told you guys about. So this box and whatever else, I got to go through that. And then that's pretty much it. There are a few things on the website that I need to mess with. I need to change, I already have a little description at the top of each category that would, before, it would tell you, if it's just the title of the game, it's complete. If it says disc and case, that means it doesn't have a manual, whatever it is. So that's going to have to be changed, because obviously that's not how it's going to work anymore. So I have to go through, change all those. I also need to put in the weight and dimensions for a lot of these items, because they were not there previously. So I need to do that. I also need to upload all the trade-ins that we've been getting. I have it set right now to not automatically upload them, because it's quicker. And if the website's not live, why waste the time and make the customer stand there while it prints a million tags? So Since the website's not live, we were not doing it that way, but now it makes me have to go back and fix it. So it's pretty easy. All I have to do is click, there's like a button that says like update website or whatever. I click that, I put in the day that I want it to do, and it starts loading, and I sit there, wait till it's done, then I do the next day. So I'm going to have to do that for the past week or so because they have not been uploading automatically. So I'm going to do that, just got to get all the weights and dimensions done, and then we're ready to go live. So the plan is to have the website go live on Thursday, which for you guys would be tomorrow. If it does not happen, obviously, when you go to the website, you will see that it's not live. There is definitely a chance that I will not be able to get everything done in time, but I have every intention of making it happen. So hopefully my plan, if I can do it by Thursday, the plan is to come to the store Thursday morning, obviously get here a little bit before we open, and let it go live like as we open. And hopefully we're not crazy busy that day because we're probably going to have a lot of orders to start pulling. But what I didn't want to do was like set it live today and come in Thursday morning and already have 50 orders to pull. We can't do that. So hopefully everything works out, and hopefully you guys are excited. I'm ready for this to all just be over and back to normal. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me, encouraging me, and showing me your support. It definitely means a lot. So I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. We had some adventures, drove an hour and a half and knocked on a stranger's door and asked if I could have my stuff back. And then bought a pretty cool little NES collection and G.I. Joe figure collection. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow.